Welcome to the tutorial on cost accounting. Today we are going to learn about the format of cost of goods sold statement. For the manufacturing company, you can follow this format for preparing the cost of goods sold statement. You can see at the initial stage you have to show the material, then you have to show the labor and direct expenses to get the prime cost. That means prime cost has three elements. We can see direct material, direct labor and other direct expenses. In the direct material, you have to add the purchase with the opening raw material inventory, and to get the purchase you have to adjust some items, such as you have to deduct the purchase return and allowances, purchase discount to get the net purchase, as well as you have to add the freight or transportation in cost, as well as any customs duty that should be added with the cost of purchase. That means to get the cost of purchase you have to deduct the purchase return and purchase discount, and you have to add the freight and transportation in, and you have to add the customs duty or any other tariff that are incurred to purchase the material. After adding and deducting the related item of purchase, you will get the cost of purchase. Whenever you add the cost of purchase with the opening raw material inventory, you will get the cost of material available for use. Then from this cost of material available for use, you have to deduct the closing inventory of raw materials. So after deducting the closing inventory of raw materials from the cost of material available for use, you will get the direct material consumed. So this is the material cost during the period. With this material, you have to add the direct labor or wages expense. Then you have to add the other direct expenses. So direct material, direct labor and direct expenses combinedly known as prime cost. With the prime cost, you have to add the manufacturing related expense or factory related expense. You can see under this heading you have to show all the factory related expense or all other indirect expenses related to production. You can see you have to add the indirect material. Suppose if we have indirect material inventory, then show the opening inventory, then add the purchase and deduct the closing inventory to get the total cost of indirect material. Along with the indirect material, you have to add the indirect labor and other factory related expense, such as supervisor salary, clerk salary, superintendent salary, factory rent, factory depreciation, factory utilities, factory maintenance, loss of production, rework and spoilage, and any other factory related expenses. So all the factory expense should be added with the prime cost to get the cost of production or total manufacturing cost or factory cost. That means to get the factory cost or total manufacturing cost or cost of production, you have to add the total factory overhead with the prime cost. After that, with this factory cost, you have to add the opening work in progress. Then you will get the gross cost of goods manufactured. From that amount, you have to deduct the work in process closing inventory. After adding and deducting the work in progress, you will get the cost of goods manufactured. After that, you have to add the opening inventory of finished goods to get the cost of goods available for sale. Then you have to deduct the finished goods closing inventory to get the cost of goods sold. That means if we summarize, this is the statement of cost of goods sold. In this format, you can see initially you have to show the material, direct labor and direct expenses to get the prime cost, and with the prime cost you have to add all the factory related expense and indirect expenses. After that you will get the factory cost or cost of production. With this factory cost you have to add the opening work in progress, then you have to deduct the closing work in progress to get the cost of goods manufactured, and with this amount you have to add the opening finished goods inventory to get the cost of goods available for sale, then you have to deduct the closing inventory of finished goods to arrive at the cost of goods sold, and this cost of goods sold is deducted from the income statement. Now we are going to discuss about the format of income statement. You can see this is the contribution format income statement. This contribution format income statement is used for the internal managers for internal decision making. I am repeating, contribution format income statement is used for the internal managers for internal decision makings. You can see in the income statement under contribution format we have to show the sales, then deduct the contra sales, I mean sales return and sales discount to arrive at the net sales, and from this net sales you have to deduct all the variable expenses. You can see cost of goods sold that is shown here. In the previous format of cost of goods sold we have got the cost of goods sold, and this cost of goods sold is a part of variable expense, and we have to deduct this variable expense from the net sales, as well as you have to deduct all other variable selling and administrative expense. If you deduct all the variable expenses from the net sales you can get the contribution margin. You can see this is the contribution format income statement, and this format is only applicable for the internal managers. I mean contribution format income statement is applicable only for the internal managers. Whenever you are deducting all the variable expenses from the sales you will get the contribution margin, and for the purpose of taking managerial decisions this contribution margin amount is used for various types of calculation to arrive at the differential analysis for deciding for the future project or any other decision. And from the contribution format income statement you have to deduct all other fixed expenses. You can see fixed manufacturing expense and fixed administrative and marketing expense. After deducting all the fixed expense you can get the net operating income. So this is the income statement that is prepared based on the contribution format, and this is only used by the internal managers. But in case of external users you can see this is the income statement that is prepared for the external users. You can see in the income statement for the external users you show the sales, then you deduct the sales return and allowances and sales discount to arrive at the net sales. Then you can see deduct the cost of goods sold that is found from here. From the cost of goods sold statement you will get the cost of goods sold, and for the external users you have to deduct the cost of goods sold from the net sales to arrive at the gross profit. So whenever you deduct the cost of goods sold from net sales you will get the gross profit. I am repeating, this income statement is presented for the external users, and from the gross profit you have to deduct all the operating expenses. What are the operating expenses? The expense which occurred for running the operation of the business. You can see administrative expense, I mean the official expenses, as well as selling, marketing and distribution expense. So these are the part of operating expenses. If you deduct all the operating expenses from the gross profit you will get the operating income. From the operating income you have to add other revenues and gains, as for example gain on sale of assets, and you can also deduct the other expenses and losses. You can see provident fund. So there may be other gain, other losses or expenses. You have to add other revenues and gains, and you have to deduct other expense and loss to get the earning before interest and tax. Shortly it is known as EBIT, earning before interest and tax. and from this EBIT you have to deduct interest expense as well as the income tax expense to get the net operating income. That means the income statement that is prepared for the external users, you have to deduct the cost of goods sold from sales, then you have to deduct the operating expenses to get the operating income, then you have to add the other revenues and gains, you have to deduct the other expense and losses to get the earning before interest and tax, then you have to deduct the interest expense as well as the income tax expense to get the net operating income. So I would like to summarize the discussion. This is the format of cost of goods sold. Initially, you have to show the material, direct labor and other direct expenses to get the prime cost. With the prime cost, you have to add the factory related expense, and then you have to adjust the working process as well as you have to adjust the finished goods inventory to get the cost of goods sold. And this cost of goods sold is deducted from here in the contribution format income statement and from here in the income statement for the external users. Thank you.